No, but you see, and people like Jim Gaffigan are people who I think are hilarious, but I think they some people work better, like Brian Regan could probably do any size room, but still, just by the nature of stand-up, I don't think it's the same thing in a big place as it is in tiny room.
The jokes land differently. I mean, like, it really is, there is sort of, there is an arc to the jokes, whether you're lobbing, like, way for the balcony or if it's, like, an intimate room.
Right.
And you're just kind of placing them.
I yell, don't you? I do this all the time. I never can understand amplification. I go, they can't possibly hear me back there.
I remember that when you did the Young Comedian special, you were very, like, you were jumping around on stage. There was a lot of physicality
it's so totally different. It's frightening for me to look at. I mean, I have to give myself a break about it, that I was on some kind of sleep medicine. No, I'm sorry. No, that I did think I was conscious of having energy then.
Yeah.
Even though now I would say, or maybe back then I'd say, like, I was a hacky, hey,
yeah.
That wouldn't have. Actually, that wasn't bad. That was pretty good. So yeah, but I'm really. That's not me now.
Do you think there's sort of a kind of a Steve Martin-esque approach where it's like he's playing that Vegas club performer and you're sort of playing that, like, hey, I'm this comic guy.
I don't think it's quite the same thing, but I do feel like I'm constantly calling up a Catskills comedian inside me that I'm making fun of, but that I also love.
Yeah.
Like, I like bad jokes sometimes, or like online on Twitter, like I'll do a really bad pun and people go, hey, yeah, that was good. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I don't think it's like, I have a joke like, I have a Mexican restaurant, comedy restaurant. It's called "Is This Thing Flan?" I'm not taking that to the Higgs boson people, and
I like to think that there are. We found the reference for this crowd.
I'm calling that this on the same level as dark matter or Heisenberg's principle of uncertainty. Or Schrodinger's, is it in the box? Is it not in the box?
You must be the doctor. We are the Higgs boson people.
I got nothing. I was gonna. I ran out of jargon.
Yeah. The Andy Kindler comedy uncertainty principle.
I prove that every night. Am I in the club? Am I not? Yeah, I wrote this as a liner note to a DVD that I sold 30 copies of. But the liner note was, I was like a show I did in 2003, so I was doing a glossary because I released it in 2008. So it was like the joke was if a tree fell in the forest, it was explaining who George Lopez was to someone in 2008. So I said, the chances are, if a tree fell in the forest, chances are George Lopez wouldn't think of anything funny to say about it.
Jesus Christ.
I liked my own material. I broke my Bellmark rule during the joke.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but at the Montreal version of the festival every year, Andy gives kind of a keynote speech. It's a state of the industry, where he, so a few of you know, the rest of you are just hate Montreal. But when did the state of the industry start? Because it's definitely grown from a very informal thing to like it is an event that's talking. Maybe are you going to go to Kindler's State of the Industry? You know, like it's a thing now.
Well, I like to do it in a way that I could move the year up, but I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Make it seem like it just started last year, because I feel like I said like 1995. People go, what? What? Why is it? Was that? Did he start? When he started, did he have a wind up? Come on, what would be old timey? Did he do it on an innocent school?
Yeah.
Was that what he did?
Nickelodeon?
A hearing horn.
Yeah, so I started in 1995, and I'd done the thing when I wrote an article called "The Hack Handbook" for National Lampoon, still on my website. And I want to tell everybody, my website never changes. A lot of people don't like it when there's new information on the website. Static City, baby. Carved in stone. No things flashing around. And the Hack's Handbook is there. And I told it was like a nice 91 National Lampoon did a best of comedy issue right when the comedy boom imploded. So I did a whole thing. I had to be a hack comic. And then I did a live presentation of it in Montreal with like Blaine Capatch and Patton Oswalt and John Ridley and all these guys. And then they suggested I come back and do a speech, and my manager Bruce Smith suggested I do a State of the Industry. It was his idea, the name of it, and then we just started doing it. And it's in this little convention room of whatever hotel there's only been 2 hotels that the festivals had since I started, and then it's just for the industry people. Well, sometimes people can buy passes to it, but who would? So And it's really me just saying everything that